Yo, what's up, YouTube? Edwin the Comic Jabroni coming at you guys, and today is the 31st of December. It is New Year's Eve, and I've got a special video for you today. This is the last pickups of the year for me, so you're gonna want to stick around. Welcome back. Welcome back, guys. So, like I said, I'm Edwin the Comic Jabroni, and I'm coming at you with my last pickups of the year for 2019. This past weekend, I went to a Half Price Books, and I had some Hero Bucks left. So, what Hero Bucks is this Heroes Cash right there. And I've got one left, and there's a story behind why I have this one left. But we're going to get into that when I talk about the books that I picked up from my local comic shop. But let's get into what I picked up from Half Price Books. Alright guys, so like I said, I went to Half Price Books because I had some books to trade in for credit, right? I am a college student, the semester is over, and I had like 3 semesters worth of textbooks and books that I'd bought for classes that they were sitting around the house. I had read them all already, I didn't need them here, so I said, let's go ahead, take them to Half Price Books, see what I can get for them, and Half Price Books had 20% off. Sale everything in the store, so I said let's go, let's see if I can find anything. We have here in San Antonio, we have like 6 Half Price Books, so I said let's go to one, and I chose the one that's been the most favorable to me, but I can tell you that it was not that favorable to me this time. I got a good amount of money for all these books, but I didn't really find anything great. Let's show off the first book. Alright guys, so the first book is going to be this JLA, Justice League of America, issue 32. Now, this is an issue that I have been looking for a very, very long time, and that is because this is a issue within the Batman No Man's Land story, but this takes place with Superman going into No Man's Land to try to fix things his way, and things just really don't go well for Superman. You know, things start to he makes things a little bit better at first, but he sees that his way's not working because they start to kind of take a toll on the town, and Batman comes in and says, now you gotta go, boss, let me do things my way in Gotham. Next book that I picked up, this is one of the better books that I actually grabbed from them, and it is Excalibur. This is the first team appearance of Excalibur. It is a prestige issue. It was actually in pretty decent shape for being stored in those boxes there at Half Price Books without a bag and board or anything. That's the same with this Justice League of America. For some reason, Half Price Books has changed from bagging and boarding everything, unless it's one of their higher price books, to just putting them in there without sleeves, and that drives me insane. This is a book that I had not really ever seen before. I had known about it. This is the one with the price on there. There is a harder to find one that's price tag that the price is not on there, but I got this for half price. So from $3.25 it went down to what, $1.60. So I think that's pretty good. First appearance. So I still had money left over. I decided let's go into their lockbox to see, hey, let's see if they have something really good that I can get for 20% off, and they didn't really have anything. So I fell back and I picked up this Avengers Justice League. This is book 2 out of 4. Now you could see I did pick that up for $10, but with 20% off, it was $8. And then I had my the rest of the money that I had left over from the books. So this is really the best book that they had there in their lockbox. So this is not a book that I have. This is book 2 of 4. It wasn't book 1. It wasn't the awesome Captain America, or it wasn't the awesome Superman holding the hammer of Thor with the shield of Captain America. I really wish it was that one, but at least it's Avengers Justice League. I think it's a nice cover. I'm gonna have to pick up the rest of them so I can read the rest of this story. But guys, that's it from Half Price Books. Let's get into what I used my Heroes Cash at my local comic shop. Okay, so during the month of December at Heroes and Fantasies, right, the local comic shop that I go to, for every $10 that you spend, they give you $1 in Hero Cash. So, but there are 2 stores in San Antonio. So that's why I still have this $1 right here, because during the month of December, I went to the other Heroes to grab a comic book from them, and I spent like $11 or $12, so they gave me one, but I don't go to that side of town, so I still have this one, and I should have known. I did not know at the time that you had to spend that Hero Cash at that store. If I would have known that at the time, I would have said, hey, give that $1 to the next person in line or whatever it may be, but I had no idea. So I'm still left with this $1, but at my Heroes and Fantasies, I had $15. So I went yesterday, just looking around for some speculation books or books up on the wall, maybe books from last week that I hadn't picked up and I maybe should have, but I came away with 2 really good books. Now my $15 was spent and I still had to spend a little bit more on top of that. So the first book that I picked up was The Incredible Hulk, issue 258. And this is the first team appearance of the Soviet super soldiers, guys. So this is a big book because right now with the Black Widow coming out next month, this Soviet super soldier team is in that movie. So if you could see up here, I grabbed it for $9, but because it is an older issue, it's a back issue, I am a subscriber at my local comic shop, I get 20% off on top of this with the discount from the Heroes Cash. So I think I got this at a pretty good deal. It was like $7 or so around there. So that's pretty good. That's a total speculation buy. I'm really thinking about putting this into the mystery, the Comic Jabroni mystery boxes, guys. So, but the big book that I had been looking for a while, it is a DC title. It's one that I'd seen at another local comic shop graded, but they wanted a crazy amount of money because it was signed by the artist that is known for this book, and that is this DC Superstar Holiday Special. Now, this right here is the first Frank Miller on Batman, right? It's kind of weird that first Frank Miller on Batman is in a holiday book where all the DC superheroes are kind of looking for the Star of Bethlehem, but it is first Frank Miller on Batman. That's a pretty big deal. As you can see here, it was $30. It's in decent shape. I'd say if I ever got this graded, it would be like a 7.0, maybe 7.5, but they got it at $30. But I had my Heroes Cash, so that kind of cut it down in half, right? This is, I think, a very underrated book. It's a book that not a lot of people know of or talk about. We're always thinking of Frank Miller with the Daredevil, right? That first Frank Miller on Daredevil is a very well-known comic. The number is not coming for me right now. What the hell is the number on it? But it's like a pinkish red cover, Daredevil in the middle, and you got the circles right there. So that book goes for a little bit more money than this holiday special does. But guys, first Frank Miller on Daredevil, or first Frank Miller on Batman, that's a book that I had to have. That's a book that I'm going to keep in my collection. Holiday special, you guys know I am a Christmas Eve baby. I absolutely love Christmas. So I picked that up and the Hulk book up from my local comic shop. These are the last buys of 2019. Let me know, guys, what did you pick up? Hey, this is your first time watching one of my videos. Happy New Year to you guys, and think about hitting that subscribe button and joining the hashtag Comic Jabroni Nation, or the Jabroni Corps, as some people have called it now. But guys, I hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great New Year's Eve and a New Year's. Be the best version of yourselves that you can be, and I will catch you next year. Peace.